Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Here we go. And New York has possession. Brown with it. Green picks him up. And it's Burke missing.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
You got to like the momentum on Georgia's drive. Cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
And New York has possession. Virginia Beach getting their last shot to go. Outside Holiday. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Virginia Beach with the ball. Exum outside. Pass to Perkins. And he lobs it up to the rim. On the break. Gilgeous. Alexander, good.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And Virginia Beach with possession. Now Exum. Outside Thibault. The three. Hauled in by Brown.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Burke. Rebounded by Virginia Beach.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Yep, that one goes.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
On the wing, Holiday. Kick out to Brown. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Perkins with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Thibault. The 3 ball. Sends it home from three-point land.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Brown with a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Virginia Beach leading by 5. Here's Thibault. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Thibault's got 6 points.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
Burke, it's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. There's the drive. Black, no good. New York trails by 6. To the middle. Here's Brown. Thibault with the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a...
Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
It's his first trip to the line. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
George. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And so it's Virginia Beach with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Virginia Beach?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. They trail by 6. Knocked away. And stolen by Green. Right side, Holiday. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Thibault. Now Covington lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Covington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to drop. Excellent D there from Aldama. Driving to the basket. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Burke. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Pokusevski. Stolen. Outside Holiday. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Green. He got a piece of it. And he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Black. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Virginia Beach shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. New York trails by 10. To the paint. The 3 is up. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Here's Black. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And I think it's time to put multiple bodies on him.
Virginia Beach shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And New York has possession. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Pokusevski.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Second personal foul.
Virginia Beach shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. First one falls for him.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today. It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holiday. Good D by Covington. Pass to Thibault. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
And you got that right. Here's Holiday. Shot to stop the run. Oh, Covington with a block. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Virginia Beach leading by 15. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Exum gets the bucket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Assisted by.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Over to the wing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Exum. On the wing, Bradley. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Virginia Beach liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Virginia Beach with the ball. Here's Caspi. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Wade.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Bradley. Rebounded by Virginia Beach. Here's Hauser. They get the rebound. Green for 3. And another miss by Virginia Beach. New York trails by 15. To the inside. Bradley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw misses. And Virginia Beach making a change here. And the second free throw is good. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Virginia Beach. And the layup is good.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
It's good.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
Caspi's shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Virginia Beach shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Virginia Beach leading by 18. Green, a screen. Mitchell into the lane. And Mitchell with the slam.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
Here's Smart. And he goes right over Donovan Mitchell and slams it down.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. He takes it in. Mitchell misses. New York trails by 18. It's Smart on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Covington.
Robert Covington.
Soft touch off the glass.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Pass to Hauser. A minute 9 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Green for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And here's Hardaway.
Home team foul. Sam Hauser. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the
54 seconds left in the third. Smart with the ball. Guarded by Covington. Inside. Pass to Covington. Covington grabs the board. Virginia Beach leading by 16. Aldama left side. Here's Perkins. And another miss by Virginia Beach. And here's New York now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wade. No good from outside. Virginia Beach with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Picked by Aldama. Here's Black. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And so it's Virginia Beach feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. New York trails by 18. And here's Smart. Down low. Poke loose. Here's the break. And he's going for the lob.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. Love it.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Smart outside. Back to Covington. And they're running. Here's Exum. And there's the lay-in.
Great recognition. Understanding that that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
It's Smart on the wing. On the take. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Dante Exum. So both teams making some changes here. Virginia Beach leading by 19. Here's Black. Outside, Green. Hits the three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And he's not going to throw it down too often, but Smart can get up there when he needs to.
Here's Black. And he drives in. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
To the middle. And the jam by Brown.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Green, a screen. Here's Black. Pass to Pokashevsky. And Virginia Beach, another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Smart outside. Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Here's Black. Pass to Green. Here's George. He's covered by Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Brown. Here's Burke. And he takes that one up and powers it through. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Black. Smart with the defensive effort. And here's New York now. 19-point game. Green, a screen. Inside. Back to Burke. And a strong finish with 2 hands. 32 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. George outside. And the jam by George.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Outside, Green. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so it's Virginia Beach with the W. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So New York wins the tip. Pass to Burke. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Home team foul.
And that's a foul. Called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hero. Smith outside. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Goes up to the stripe. It's hauled in by Athens. In the corner, Smith with it. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game. We play just over a minute here in the first. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Thompson misses. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now here's Thompson. Smith on the wing. Screen by Capella. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The kick out to Holiday. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Here's Smith. It's good from inside. Smith's got his second bucket.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. Smith with it. Now Green defending. Back to Smith. Thompson surveying the floor. Out to Smith. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's Smith missing. New York leading by 3. Holiday inside the line. Here's Burke. To the inside. Green. Rocket 6. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Here's Hero. Here's Jang. Kicks it out to Hero. For 3, Smith hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And Green gets it to go. Here's Thompson. Out left to the wing. Smith right side. Over Holiday. Smith missing again. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Athens. They trail by 7. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And here is Athens now. And the dunk by Smith.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Outside Holiday. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Hero. To the wing on the left. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Brown. New York leading by 3. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Burke. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 5. And another turnover here by New York. Athens trails by 3. Pass to Smith. Screen by Capella. Back to Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. New York with the ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Holiday. There's the lob to Brown. Hero from long range. Here's Capella. Shoots over Burke. Athens with another miss. New York leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Brown with the 3. Thompson outside. In the corner, Smith with it. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Can they get it? And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Screen by Capella. Pass to Hero. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Hero with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. New York ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Athens trails by 3. Pass to Ross. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
White left side. And White with the stuff.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Now here is Hardaway. To the right side. There's Exum. Driving the lane. And that one drops. Exum's got his first points of the game.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Here's White. Outside Edwards. White, good. White's got 4 points this quarter.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Exum deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by Athens. White left side. Outside Edwards for the lead. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Covington wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. And New York leads by 4.
Does so much for his team's spacing. Opponents have to respect Covington's deep ball. And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Into the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal
For New York, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
at the line for your home team.
Exum hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
It's White on the wing. 6 points for him. Athens moving the ball around. Pass to Williams. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Covington with the bucket.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Now here's Howard. A three. Buries it from three-point range. Howard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. And finished off by Exum.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Down the court, your hot squad. Making our stand for your dance team.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Now Exum. He's got 6. And finished off by Exum.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Poked away. White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically. Like the aggressiveness there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Out to Wade. The tray. It's hauled in by Athens. White looking around for the tie. Outside Williams. Got it off in time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. New York leads by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth.
33.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And here's Exum. To the middle. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To tie it up. Chang with a clean look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Exum. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wade outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Hero.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And he sinks the second. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Pass to Covington. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Athens.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Thompson right side. And it's Thompson with the jam.
he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Passed away. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by Chang. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Athens. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Lead with it and guarded by Capella. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. And New York making a change here.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 21, Drew.
And here is Athens now. They lead by 1. Thompson outside. Lets a floater go. And good that time.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And it's Bradley with the rebound. And so here is New York. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Pass to Bradley. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter. Smith rides in.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. .104 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Bradley. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Let's see those dance moves.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
Chang, a screen. Smith with a wide open look. Athens with another miss. And so it's New York with it. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes!
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Thompson inside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Smith for three. The three won't fall. So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines.
Here we go.
So New York wins the tip. To the paint. Here's Burke. And slam dunk by Burke.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Smith outside. Wembanyama looking it over. It's rebounded by New York. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the screen. Pass to Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jabari Smith. One up. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holiday. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith outside. Back to Beasley. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Holiday goes in. Here's Burke. Up top, Brown. The screen from Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Holland. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
They kick it out to Green. New York, no good that time either.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pass to Holiday. Now here's Burke. Defended by Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. They kick it out to Green. Will it go? Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for Cleveland. To the wing right side. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Burke. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Cleveland leads by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Beasley with a clean look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside, Burke. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith with a wide open look. Here's Hollins. It's rebounded by New York. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3 from Wembanyama. Offensive rebound. For 3, Smith. That one, no good. New York trails by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down low. And stolen by Hollins. Wembanyama high post. And stolen by Burke. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Checking in for the away team, number 36, Marcus Smart.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Cleveland leading by 8. Wembanyama outside. Back to Smith. This one for 3. Burke grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Smart. To the middle. And slam dunk by Burke.
Smart is just such an effective combo guard. IQ off the charts. He's just fantastic at getting his teammates going.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Burke grabs the miss. New York trails by 6. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Beasley the screen. It's Beasley on the wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. From deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Beasley's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Cleveland.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a handle of it. All the officials are all over that one.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And Kwame Brown picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Cleveland leading by 6. And Wembanyama launches it from deep. No good with the triple. Outside, Smart. New York needs to get off a shot. Count that bucket.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Now Smart. Outside, Green. Brown wide open. He fires. And we finish one half of basketball. Cleveland ahead, up by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Cleveland leading by 6. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Drew Holiday. What's the news, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer from New York gave us some information. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. There's lots of heavy heads in that training room. Right now, they have no idea when he'll be able to return. But it's certainly time, guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Here's Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. New York trails by 11. Pass to Bradley. And the layup's good off the glass. Bradley's got his first basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Hardaway. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 9 points. .139 left here in the third quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Cleveland leading by 8. Pass to Beasley. Shoots the 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bradley. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Bradley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A three from Wembanyama. And another three for Cleveland.
Standing tall in the corner. Wembanyama, nice stroke.
Outside Hardaway.
Home team foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Fourth personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the away team.
Hardaway hits them both. Cleveland leading by 10. Wembanyama outside. Free throw line jump shot. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
No good from Beasley. New York trails by 10. Pass to Covington. Back to Bradley. Good, nice job down low. Bradley's got 8 points.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The away team, 32.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now, here's Exum. Kicks it out to Covington. Here's Wade. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Green, the screen. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Beasley for 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Beasley's got 13 points in the second half. They kick it out to Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
For 3, Beasley. It's not going to go for him. New York trails by 15. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for Cleveland. Launches a 3. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. Another shot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wembanyama's got 20 points.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Exum. .153 left in the game. Kicks it out to Bradley. Clock at 6. New York, no good that time either.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
No good from Beasley. New York trails by 17. Covington down low. Pass to Bradley to stop the drought, and it's good on the way in.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Wembanyama outside. No good from outside. Here's New York. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The drive by Wembanyama.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Mark it, time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
Covington wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land. Here's Banton. Smith fires from way outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Wembanyama way outside. And the miss. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.